following is brought to you by crazy dog people everywhere.
And on the 9th day, God looked down on his wide-eyed children and said they need a companion. Somebody willing to wake up, give kisses, pee on a tree, sleep all day, wake up again, give more kisses, then stay up until midnight basking in the glow of a television set. So God made a dog.
And now, it's time for the Down with Dogs podcast, a dog cast dedicated to keeping your furry baby fit, healthy, and happy. Here's your host, Courtney, and her boy, Jackson.
Hey, welcome to the Down with Dogs podcast. Today my guest is my girlfriend Amy and her dog Gigi, and I think we're going to call this episode Cocktails with Gigi.
I love that. That's a great idea.
That's what we're doing. We're actually having cocktails with Gigi right now. We're in my basement in the Down with Dogs studio, and we've got our Tito's because Tito's is dog-friendly and gluten-free.
Beautiful.
So I'm dying because this is the first time I met Gigi, really. Like, you brought her over today. It's the first time I met her. You adopted her not even a year ago.
Not yet. February 22nd.
Do you know how old she is?
We're not sure.
Okay.
The estimate was 2.5. So I'm not sure what other people have experienced.
Right.
Gigi is my first rescue.
Yeah.
Like you, my last dog was a big boy.
Yeah,
He
she's
was a chocolate lab named Bailey. She's a little baby.
So what is before we get into Gigi and all of her issues,
I hope it's not like mother, like daughter.
I have a feeling that she's got anxiety and probably her mommy does too. But with Gigi, like, what is the big difference? Because I've only had big dogs. And I've always wanted a small dog, but I have always had big dogs. What is, like, the major difference? Is there any benefits, like, for a small dog? You can carry them around? Like, what's the big thing?
There are a lot of benefits.
Yeah.
But there are also a lot of adjustments.
Like
when you sleep at night, I can roll over and suffocate her.
And is she right up on you at night?
She's up on me.
Oh, okay, because my dog doesn't want you to touch him.
Oh, no. Yes, that's a big dog.
Okay, big dog,
Right.
Foot of the bed. He doesn't want you near him. But she's different.
She is. There are a lot of different things with her that I'm learning.
Yeah.
And I'm overly protective, which every little thing she does makes me nervous. I don't know if it reflects on her personality.
Or because she's a small dog. Are you more concerned because she's small? Like, with a big dog, you don't care. Like, put them out. Not a big deal. Just
Right.
let them outside to do their business and they'll come in and you have to take her out.
Yes. I treat her like a little baby.
Yeah.
And I'm scared of everything. They have coyotes in my neighborhood.
True. And you should be.
So she has a coyote vest.
Yeah.
Which has spikes on it.
So
Anything
what?
you can think of.
All right. So what is a coyote vest? Because I don't know. You and I have a mutual friend, our girlfriend Chrysalin.
Yes.
And she has got she had a Labradoodle, the same size dog as my dog. Probably, I would say, estimate her dog at Penny at about 40 pounds, 45 pounds.
And how much does Jackson weigh?
48 pounds.
Okay.
Well, her dog, her husband put their dog out this summer. She never came home. You didn't know this? They found her in the woods. A pack of coyotes took her and killed her.
Stop.
Yeah. So, and she was a bigger dog. So it's super important that these little dogs are protected. So, oh my God, I'll show you crying.
I'm sorry.
I know. It's
I didn't know that happened.
Yeah.
I love Chrysalin.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
It was horrible and it was tragic. And she actually was on the news and and thank goodness, because Penny is the reason I got my dog. So and she's been spreading the word about making sure that you go out at night with your dogs, especially during breeding time or whatever it is for these coyotes. So what is a coyote vest? Because I think that's super important to know. I have never heard of a coyote vest.
There's been a lot going on in my neighborhood. There's some wild animals that I didn't know about until I had adopted little Gigi.
Yeah.
And I was walking her in the spring.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, some animal, it was a fox.
Yeah.
Trotted by us.
Yeah.
And it freaked me out.
Right.
All of my neighbors were saying, oh, have you seen the coyotes? When you walk your dog at night, you should have a flashlight. Everybody's giving me advice as a new pet owner.
Yes.
And it wasn't my first rodeo, but it was my first time having a little one. And I had gotten all of these warnings, saw the fox, came back to my house. My mother lives with me. Talking to Gam in the kitchen.
Yeah.
And I said, the neighbor just told me that they saw a fox last night. As we're speaking, we look out the back slider. A fox is walking by with a squirrel.
Oh, my God. In its mouth.
In its mouth.
Oh, my God.
The just seeing it.
Yeah.
And me and my mother both hugged each other. We started praying for the squirrel. I don't even like squirrels.
Poor Gigi. She's the size of a squirrel, by the way.
Exactly. She is.
Come on.
When I adopted her, she weighed 6 pounds 5 ounces, and now she's up to 7 pounds.
Okay.
She'll go up there.
So you bought her a vest?
Yeah. So what happened was one day I was taking her on her walk, and this dog walked by, and it was not a fox.
Yeah.
It was definitely a coyote.
Definitely.
And what this guy did, different from the others, walked across our path, sat behind a bush, and stared at Gigi as we walked.
Was she on a
Like
leash?
a perverted man when you're walking by looking your best in New York City.
Okay, well
10 o'clock at night.
That hasn't happened to me in years, but okay.
Me neither. So anyway, it's just what we saw on TV. So anyway, this coyote was looking at her.
Yeah.
And
Like lunch.
as dog owners, we know
Yeah.
when our dog is a
Mama
victim
bear.
or anything. Yes,
Yeah.
it all comes up. So we walk by. I tell all the neighbors I'm nervous. That was definitely a coyote, whatever. And then the next night, reaching my front door, the lights of my neighbor's car go on. My other neighbor opens the door, shines on a coyote hiding in a bush, staring at Gigi.
Oh my God.
I screamed, the kids screamed, everybody in my neighborhood screamed and saw it. We freaked out. I said, okay, there are coyotes checking out my dog. Long story short, 1 week later, decapitated squirrel in front of.
Yeah.
Am I supposed to?
Yeah, sure.
Cocktails with Courtney has me
Yeah.
spilling it all.
Oh, that's
and that's
right,
Gigi.
That's Gigi.
There's a decapitated squirrel in front of my house, and I knew the coyotes were sending a message to me.
Sure, she was next.
They were after my little girl. So I did all of the researching, Googling, found out coyote vest. It's a spiked vest. It has spikes down the dog's entire body.
Yeah.
Plus the collar around the neck is filled with spikes.
Okay, so
It's fluorescent. It has all kinds of, I don't know, it was $150.
and you bought it online.
Yes.
And so so that's so brilliant. I am blown away. I've never heard of a coyote vest.
The problem is, ask me how often I put it on her.
Right, but now that you know the story about my girlfriend and her dog was 45 pounds.
That's unbelievable.
Like, unbelievable. And, like, if you live in an area where there's coyotes.
What do you do? There are so many areas where there are.
There are.
Coyotes, fox, bear, everything. What do we do in
You
this community?
put a coyote vest on like you did. Like, I feel like that's brilliant. And then you always go out with them.
Yeah.
So even with
Don't leave your dog tied up, people.
No, and don't put them out alone. I gotta be honest, even if your dog is a bigger dog like my girlfriend's dog, which was taken by a pack of coyotes, I go out with my dog with a flashlight, especially in the spring, because that's the time where the coyotes are like most active. I go out with him and he's on a leash. I have him on a leash, or if I'm in the fenced-in area, I'm out with him and I got a flashlight and I go out. I don't let him out alone.
That's what you do. Right. What are the key words? Flashlight.
Coyote vest.
Whatever
you need to do, but do not leave your dog unattended. I didn't know you didn't know that about Penny.
No, that breaks my heart.
Yeah.
That really does break my heart.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful little labradoodle. But at least she was she spread the word. She went on, the news and told everybody about the dangers of coyotes and letting your dogs out. All right, so Gigi, let's just.
They're interesting.
Yeah.
They're interesting things that I didn't know about the wild animals, because we all think. I thought that they hibernate. So I said,
Right.
as soon as winter comes,
No.
I'm finding out. No, and the whole nocturnal thing. What up with that? Because I heard they're not nocturnal.
Which dog? Who's not nocturnal?
Coyotes will come out any time of the day.
Yeah.
And in the winter, I thought that they were hibernating, but someone said, I'm not sure if this is true. We should ask Alexa.
I don't think they hibernate.
Right.
And I think coyotes are opportunists. So a coyote is an opportunist animal which will come out at any point when they see an easy meal.
And we didn't. I did not know that.
No, if it's an
Not
easy
everybody
meal.
knows that.
And Gigi, I'm sorry, but you're sexy.
She's an appetizer.
And you are an appetizer, and you're easy to get.
Yep.
So you're lucky that you have a mommy that's going to spend that kind of money on a coyote vest. I love it.
And not
Wow.
use it as much as I should.
I thought my girlfriend Amy was going to stop in here with Gigi in the Down with Dogs studio, and I would teach her something, but I did not know they even had those vests.
Yes, they do. And you teach me more than I can ever teach you, Courtney.
I can't even believe it. So anyway, with Gigi, I know that when you first got here, you had some health issues. Did she have allergies? What were we talking about 3 months ago you texted me that you were going to and from the vet for something.